Hello guys, it's me again, and today we're going to be doing Goofs in Edward's brass band. And now, apparently we're using the US version because there's an extra goof. And so yeah, that's the reason why I'm using the US dub with the new music and with Michael Brandon's narration. Sorry about that, I had to close my doorbells. Let's just get this over with.
Summer is a busy time on the island of Sodor.
Wait, did you hear it clearly? Let me just turn up the volume.
Time on the island of Sodor.
Okay, first goof right off the bat. Gordon has Edward's whistle when he goes along the bridge. That's clearly the first goof.
Vacationers have so much to see and do. There are trips to the seaside, balloon rides in the country, and a brass band playing in the park. One morning...
Okay, I think that's might come out as the second goof because over here, this is what Michael Brandon actually says in the US dub, the extra bit.
The brass band playing in the park.
In the UK dub, Michael just doesn't say in the park, but Michael Brandon does in the US. I think kids might not notice this. So I don't know. I don't know if this is a goof or not. It just kind of looks odd to me.
One morning, Edward was in a hurry.
Okay, this is actually stock footage from Series 6, episode 23, which is Edward the Very Useful Engine. Now, I'm not sure if it's a goof or not. It just kind of looks odd to me. And also in this scene, Edward has wonky eyes, so that's a goof, and likewise with Stephanie, so that's 4 goofs so far.
He didn't even stop to say hello to Stephanie. Thomas was pleased to see Edward.
Okay, so it's the fifth goof over here. You have to pay attention because the narration is slightly out of sync in this scene. Just take a listen.
What's up? Your smile's as broad as your smoke box. I'm on my way to pick up the brass band, replied Edward. The concert is tomorrow night. Don't crack your smoke box, teased Thomas.
Yeah, you hear that? The narration is out of sync as well. And I think I've spotted another goof.
Your smile's as broad as your smoke box.
If you look at Thomas, his eyes look a tad bit wonky, and also there's a small gap in his left eye in his face mask, and his face is not on the model right. And also in this close-up of Edward, his face is not really on the model correctly, as I can tell because of the gap on the right.
Don't crack your smoke box, teased Thomas.
So yeah, just saying.
Edward couldn't wait to hear the brass band play their wonderful music. He was so excited about meeting the brass...
Wait a minute, did I see a goof just before Edward's eyes? I think Edward's eyes look a bit wonky in this scene.
...band that he didn't notice the giant crane. It was unloading a huge ship's boiler. Suddenly, the crane swung the boiler and knocked Edward right off.
That's a tad bit wonky now. I think they fixed it just a little bit, but this is an improvement. But well, it is an improvement, but next time, change the position of the eyes and get it right.
The track.
So that's a goof.
Cranky had been watching. You useless little engines are always in the way. Poor Edward. Sir Topham Hatt came immediately. We will take you to the fitter.
This scene is actually sideways. As I can tell you, it's in sideways because the camera has been tilted backwards a little bit, so I think I might count that as a goof.
His yard, and Bertie will have to meet the brass band instead of you. Edward was sad.
Also, if you look at Edward's eyes, there's gaps in his eyes and his face mask, and his face must have shoved down to the side. Yeah, after that crash, I think it's shoved down. And also, what is up with this red thing that near right next to his wheels? What's that red thing doing? I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of red on his just beneath his buffer beams and next to his wheels, in front of his wheels. So that's a goof.
That night, a raging storm rolled in.
What is Henry doing with the express here? I don't know.
The fitters worked through the night trying to mend Edward. The rain pelted down. Now Edward felt sad and very damp.
So what is it? What the heck's going on with his workmen here? Like one of them, I don't know if you can see, but one of them's missing a leg, and then this face looks like a toothpick. Gotta fix that. And also, that's a little bit dented on the left. So, yeah, you don't know if you can see anything, but just let me know.
Morning came and Sir Topham had arrived. Please, sir, pleaded Edward, will the fitters be finished soon? Not soon enough.
Hang on, I think I've spawned another goof. Right there. If you look at Edward's hard enough, his face is a little bit pushed up a little bit. It's pushed up a little bit. I'm not even kidding, it's lifted up just quite a bit.
Not soon enough, and the band can't wait. I'm sorry, Edward. Bertie will take them to the concert. Edward felt worse than ever. Bertie collected the brass band and set off immediately. He bumped cheerfully along the country roads, but there was trouble ahead. Last night's storm had flooded the road. Bertie's driver decided to take a shortcut.
It's just a muddy field, not an aching.
But it was very muddy. Bertie's wheels did not like the mud. They scooted, they skated, they slid, they slipped. Unstuck, he grew.
Okay, I'm just there's a little tip here. Why would you be taking a shortcut when it's so muddy? What was the driver even thinking? Why couldn't they just drive through the puddle? That would have been even good. But, well, actually they can't because they might sink. So, it makes sense to take this as a shortcut, but it's very muddy. So, I'm not sure if it's a goof or not. It just kind of looks odd to me. Oh, and Bertie's eyes look a tad bit wonky, so that's a goof.
Road? No. Bertie revved his engine, but his wheels spun round and round. He couldn't budge.
And I think Bertie's sinking.
The brass band were worried. We mustn't be late for our concert. Tune up your tuba, cried the leader of the band. We'll call for help. By now, Edward
has wonky eyes in this scene, so that's a goof.
was mended and hooked up to his coaches.
Oh, and they became normal. What the heck? Just watch this, guys.
Edward was mended and... Now, Edward was mended and hooked up... By now, Edward was mended and hooked up to his coaches.
Yeah, right. They were wonky and then they became normal.
Music, said his driver. That's not music, wheezed Edward.
Hang on. I think I spotted a goof for just a split second. they didn't fix anything with Edward's face. It's still not on the model right. And also there's gaps in his eyes, and then, yeah, and plus there's studio lights in his eyes.
But that's an alarm! And they raced off to the rescue. The musicians were delighted to see their old friend. So was Bertie. "I'll get you to the concert in time," Edward cried.
That was a bit out of sync as well. As you can see, right there, we're in the close-up of Bertie. Edward actually said, "I'll get you to the concert in time," although it should be really showing Edward. Yeah, just like the previous goof at the start of the episode, where in the close-up of Thomas, where Edward says, "I'm on my way to pick up the brass band," and then it cuts to Edward saying, "The concert's on tonight."
"I'm on my way to pick up the brass band," replied Edward. "The concert is tomorrow night." "Don't crack your smoke box," teased Thomas. "Their old friend."
Yeah, it was just like this scene.
Edward cried.
Oh, plus, Edward's eyes were a tad bit wonky, and they still didn't fix anything with his face, that's all.
"Thank you," said the worried bandsman.
They weren't worried, they were happy, so that... Okay,
said the worried bandsman.
They weren't worried, they were just happy. Well, except for two anyway. The tuba player and one of those drummers.
Bandsman.
So I think that's a goof when Michael Brandon said worried, even though two of them are happy.
That night, the concert was a great success.
Hang on. Over here, that's stock footage from Thomas Percy and the Squeak. So I think that's a goof.
Everyone loved the music. Especially Edward.
So yeah, there's not really, I don't think that's a lot of goofs in this episode. I think I already spotted about roughly 15 or 20, I don't really know. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm sorry I had to use the US version because there's 2 extra goofs. So yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye.